If you raise your hand, you'll get the microphone.
When you say to give back the roughage of the plant, so I herbal garden and I organically herbal garden, and we have winter where I live, so at the end of the season I'm removing the dead part of the plant. I think as I hear you, I think I'm not doing it properly. So can you explain exactly what I would do with that dead material?
Good question. Whatever left plants, it should be given back to the soil. Not to grow, not to throw even single grass outside the farm or outside the terrace or outside the plant. It should go back to the earth, back to the soil. It will become again a food for the new plants to become.
See, the important thing is to understand that nothing is really dead. The soil that you're walking upon, is it dead? So why is a cut plant dead? It's not dead. Even a dead body is not dead. If you keep a dead body here, it'll spring forth with life, too many lives, isn't it? From one body, do you know how many maggots will come? So there is really nothing dead. That is the fundamental thing that one has to understand. Nothing is dead. Everything that is just material for life. Either it's an active life or it's in the process of becoming an active life. Actually, the soil is much more active than you and me. Do you know this? The soil is actually far more active than your body and my body. It's much more. So there is really nothing dead. The planet is not dead, it's alive. If you are a booming voice, you can.
What do you do when you have plants which catch ants easily and it spreads? We should not use the medicines that are there in the market, the synthetic medicines. Is there anything you can suggest which is natural?
Good. Answer is a little bit lengthy, but I'll give because everybody is thinking synthetic pesticides not to use, but now use organic pesticides. Both are wrong. Why? 10 years before, we used DDT to kill our mosquitoes. Are you agree? And now, mosquito has created a resistant power to exist or to live against the DDT pest or synthetic medicines. Similarly, tomorrow, if you use a neem earth or any other types of organic pesticide what we are using, say neem, particularly neem earth or tobacco or chili, something like that, tomorrow plants, insects will also create resistant power against your organic pesticides. Then what you will do? You will stop farming? Or you surrender yourself, as Guruji said, to the plant and finish the life? No. Answer is, create a plant such insects will not like to visit. Create a resistant power.
In South India, they're using Coca-Cola.
Create a fertile soil, a healthy mother, the birth of child will be healthy. And no disease will affect to a healthy child. Same thing with our plant. Create a soil such a way, we call Amrut Mitti, that no insect will come. Again, visiting of insects is indicating that fruit not to be consumed by human. Please remember, don't try to find any alternate medicine to misguide or to kill with any other medicine or any other alternate approach, because Please be clear, insects are not coming by themselves, they are invited. These two words in Hindi, amantran and nimantran. Nimantran, which you can't refuse. Amantran is welcome. If you are coming, we are happy. But if you can't come, we understand you are busy. But plants निमंत्रित करता है इंसेक्ट को, आमंत्रित नहीं करता. इंसेक्ट को आना ही पड़ता है. Insect has to visit to finish his fruit because fruit not to consume by human. So answer is not to find any alternative medicine. Wait for new plant. Create our own soil such that fruit comes more healthy for consumable for human being.
Now similar things are not only being done to the plant, it's being done to the human being himself. Instead of eating the right kind of food which will make us healthy enough, 52% of human body is bacteria. If you keep the body in a certain way, this 52% of bacteria, 52% of human body weight is bacteria. And if you have 1 trillion cells, you have 100 trillion bacteria in the body. That means only 1% of you in numbers, only 1% of you is you. 99% of you is bacteria. If you go by democratic system. Now, with so much bacteria, you don't fall sick if you keep this body in a certain way. They can also live, you can also live. If you kill all the bacteria, you will become half and you will also die. The pharmaceuticals, the so-called life-saving drugs that we are swallowing today because we want to be on tomorrow morning for whatever hits us today. Today there's substantial research which says that the generation which uses heavy antibiotics, probably 3 generations later, those people will be decimated human beings because the bacteria will not survive in their body. Genetically they will carry this, that the bacteria doesn't want to enter their body. If the bacteria doesn't enter, you will become half your weight right now. If all the bacteria exit right now, you will become half. So, you're healthy not because there is no bacteria here. Kill, 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 this is not the answer. Make this in such a way that bacteria can live, you can also live. So the first thing, you see even the level of difference between people who live in tropical countries and people who particularly live in United States, not even so in Europe. Europe is little better. Europe, they still know that food comes out of land. In America, it all comes out of the mall, you know. You see, the first thing that you have is the moment you come here and drink water, you will fall ill. Not because the water is impure. Now they're labeling all the water in this country and everywhere else in the world is impure and everybody is carrying a whatever this, mineral water. There's nothing mineral about it. It is mineral water means you must collect from a mountain stream which is rich in minerals and it's good, full of bacteria too. You kill all the bacteria and put in this bottle and drink. And now when you come and drink somewhere else, the first thing is you fall sick. People can't take water. There are 1 billion people surviving here drinking that water. But you declare this water as unsafe. It's a completely wrong attitude to life because 52% of your body is bacteria. And if you kill them, you cannot exist. In recent times, this has become I do not know how many, but the number has crossed a couple of million. In United States, there are over 2 million people or so, I do not know the exact number, but it has reached that kind of million kind of number. People in whose bodies the bacteria doesn't survive. These are people in early childhood, because of some congenital infections or whatever, they were given heavy antibiotics and bacteria doesn't survive. Whatever you eat, you cannot digest, so they have to be fed pre-digested food. If the put any food into the system, to digest, it is not your digestive system which does the breaking down of the food, it is the bacteria which does this. When you kill bacteria systematically right from your childhood, the bacteria cannot survive, and to keep up their weight, they have to put pre-digested food. And one of the treatments that they're doing right now is, they're taking fecal matter, mixing it with saline water and putting it into the system, full of bacteria, fecal matter. Now once you put the bacteria, people are recovering. So if you don't eat right, if you don't grow your food right, tomorrow you will end up eating shit, literally. It's not working, please. On 11. என்னமோ ரெண்டு பேர் பேசிக்கிறோம்.
Two new words I heard today, that's Nechuko farming, and about surviving something, entero and all you were talking about. I'm not able to catch the word.
No, it's that's just a combination of nature and eco.
Yeah. Another word you're talking about. Okay.
He's not a farmer, he's a literary person. Anybody, please.
Namaste, Anna. To make sure that I got whatever you have said, I can say the answer for the question you have asked, whether banana eating…
You got the answer.
I believe as per the things you have said, I think it is soil eating soil.
If you get the answer, you will not question anything. You become silence.
I have a song for that. The answer.
I mean it.
Namaskaram. What you can say about food, which is, I have a feeling that we eat food which is grown in the zone where we are living. What you can say about that? Is it advantageous, or we are importing greens or any vegetable from some other zone, some other locality, and then eat it? Which one will be advantageous?
Best grow with your own hands and consume the same.
About the region, I mean the geographical region and the food which can grow.
It is better to eat in your surrounding area. What is surrounding area? Which you can grow by walking distance. It is your ecosystem. It is your neighborhood area. So if you eat longer distance, we call eco food mile. If food comes in your plate, is away from 10 kilometers or 5 kilometers, it increases the global warming. So first basic concept is we should eat with minimum distance. Best is walking distance. Do your own self, that is the minimum food mile.
Be little more cycling distance.